coming to you from Indianapolis. It's number 7 Kansas, number 20 Kentucky. They meet for the 9th time in the last 11 seasons. Another matchup of two of college basketball's most iconic programs.
Do many things for that. Handles the ball fairly well. He's aggressive defensively.
A turnover by Boston. Numbers for KU. Brown gets a look. And finally, somebody scores as the weak side putback is good.
Well, Clark shows that versatility he possesses. You know, they out-rebounded Richmond by 23. That's the first time in the history of basketball at Kentucky ever lost the game when they out-rebounded a team by 20 rebounds.
Abaji knocks down a 3. He's got all 5 in the early going for KU. Sarr, nice little shovel pass, and the slam is good for Isaiah Jackson.
Terrific talent.
Mintz did not play at all last year because of injuries, was the starter the 2 years prior to that. Follows up the miss on the free throw. He got the offensive rebound, and Brandon Boston Jr. gets the dunk, and Bill Self has seen enough.
He's a penetrator. He's tough at the basketball. He gets to open people. I think he's going to be a big plus.
Meanwhile, Kansas just keeps turning it over. Kentucky's out to a 12-point lead, and Bill Self's going to use another timeout. Fence, and their biggest guy, Sarr, is not in the game right now. Boston with a drive, knocked away by Brown, and here come the Jayhawks, desperately looking for a bucket. Garrett with a crossover, up and in, and he becomes the first Jayhawk other than Ochai Agbaji to score in this game.
Well, really, the kid is playing under the weather. He's really struggling with the situation right there. Good defensive anticipation.
Yep, the steal for Harris, the slam for Garrett, who is playing under the weather. And now John Calipari doesn't like what he's seeing. Askew off to Boston. Sarr at the elbow, trying to back down. McCormick slips around him, left hand up and in.
But once he gets healthy, he's going to be dynamite.
Lance Ware, corner pass. And Dante Allen will knock down a shot. Start tonight for Kansas, but he's been held in check recently. Garrett's done most of the scoring the last few minutes. Now Agbaji for 3.
And then Davidson's lost 2 one-point games. Lost to Indiana by 1 and lost today to Providence by 1.
Wilson inside, with just over 2 minutes to go in the half.
They got to get Brown a 3. They got to get him 3 for 3. He says 3. I'm going for 2 right there. A little backdoor. He said, I don't want the 3, Dickie V. I want the 2.
And again, if you're just joining us, things, as everybody knows, are a little bit different, a lot different this season. Dick's at his home in Sarasota. I'm here at the studio in Charlotte. You saw Holly. Who can get it going? Who can provide a spark at the offensive end for Kansas? Wilson with a nice shot fake and a drive to lay it in. Now, when you were back coaching at the University of Detroit, back in the 70s, did your players imitate you?
Oh, sure. I'm glad that. I'm sure they did. Oh, look at an offensive rebound right there. Great offensive rebound.
Almost 8 blocks per game last year as a high school senior. Boston with a drive, absorbs a little contact, and puts Kentucky back on top.
Mock draft you look at, he's rated very high.
Wilson driving again, reverses it up and in, and they are getting big-time minutes out of Jalen Wilson. Garrett with a drive. Another block by Isaiah Jackson. Hey, and a 3.
That's big. They made a 3. They made a 3. Kentucky in the last few possessions. They need something here.
Wilson. And they get it. A big 3 for Jalen Wilson to make it a 1-point game. They have not been a good three-point shooting team. They have not been a good free-throw shooting team so far on the young season. Kentucky, we're talking about. Boy, Wilson is feeling it right now, and he knocks down another one, and this one will tie the game. Inside 4 minutes to go. Mintz coast to coast. The follow is missed by Sarr. Oh, what an opportunity he had. And in transition at the other end, Wilson ties the game.
And understand that he could be a special post player.
Agbaji knocks down the 3.
You expect out of guys that are veterans.
You want to hear a crazy stat? That's the first field goal by anybody on Kansas in the second half other than Jalen Wilson. And now Agbaji's got 2 in a row. Askew driving. Sarr's
got to want the ball.
Mins with a tough shot. And I think they're going to have a look and see if it's a 2 or a 3.
Yeah, I can't tell.
And it's going to be a 3. So he was behind the line. But this guy looks like he's going to be a star. And Bill Self says he is ready to step into that kind of a role. He is off to the races, and Kansas will beat Kentucky 65-62.